to U of H.
Okay, reality television has officially made its way to Houston, Texas. And it's all about the hustle, all about dope, phenomenal entrepreneurs, sisterhood, showing having to balance 1,800,000 million tasks in a day and still look flawless at the same time. So congratulations on the show. Can we start there?
Thank you.
Okay, well, I am joined by some of the cast, the ladies today. Of course, LaToria Lemon, who everyone knows as a phenomenal publicist here in the Houston area. And I want to say what you just made your sweet 16, right? In
I'm
your
now
business.
17, to be honest.
17 now. Okay. Chloe Cook, very well known for planning events in the Houston area.
I'm 15.
15 years now in business. We have Ro, who has been in the service industry for...
I was 14.
Wow.
Yeah. I started out as a waitress, so yeah.
Oh, okay. Was that on the record or off the record? Because
I
at
don't know if I was
14, you know,
talking
labor laws.
Oh, in Maryland, you can work at 14 in like 8 months, and I got a job that month.
Okay, I got you. Okay, and then Elena, who is one of the dopest mois, not only in Houston, but in the business.
And I 17 years for me.
17 years, okay. Well, let's give it up. Let's give it up for business. Successful business at that, right? Did everybody actually know each other prior to shooting the show?
I think we all had some type of
Mutual
connection.
Yeah.
But I think for me, Ro, I didn't know because she's from Baltimore.
I think it was me that was probably the oddball of everybody because I knew LaToria from us seeing each other throughout, and I met Manira a few times at a few like events, but other than that, I didn't know anybody.
I knew Elena because we worked together all the time with clients, and she was my makeup artist, so we were always everywhere around the world.
So 1.5 degrees of separation for everybody.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. And we're 4 of 6. So there's Manira and Labrina. And so I think all of us kind of had some type of knowledge of each other. But as far as like a strong connection, it gets no stronger now.
Yeah.
We strong.
Houston is a huge city, but I feel like once you kind of get into a certain arena, again, Black women in entrepreneurship, it's really not that big. I want to dive into this, and I want to start with you, Elena, because I feel like it was straight no chaser with you. The storyline within the first 5 minutes of episode 1.
I was very vulnerable.
Within episode 1, we got straight down to what your storyline was. And obviously, reality television is a very different world. And so when you got into this, had you already made the decision that you wanted to be as candid as you actually ended up getting about your life?
So it's hard for me not to live my truth and not to say my truth. I don't know how to be any other way. I think for me, when I started recording, I was like, either I'm going to show up and act like I have it all together and put on this face and this front, or I'm going to be me. And I would say that this when we were filming, it was probably my darkest, deepest, like lowest times. And I'm like, am I going to live my truth? Am I going to say what's going on? And I decided to, because I knew a lot of women would be able to relate and learn from it, grow from it. So that was the choice I made in that moment when we started filming.
So have you and Chloe had a kumbaya since then?
Girl,
Okay.
Cool. Like, Chloe is hilarious.
Y'all ain't seen pictures of all of us out.
We
be
out
at the club.
We go out all the time. We are good. That's why I love this group, because it shows you our different dynamics. We are different types of women, but we can learn from each other. We can grow from each other. And we need more of that in our lives.
And we have entered into this society now where everybody has a podcast, first and foremost. Everybody wants to dictate how your relationship should look. These are all the red flags for you to dismiss this, but we don't really dive deep into what a relationship where you've been together as long as you have, someone that you've met in high school, and how difficult it is for you to actually have to navigate through a marriage so you can sustain that marriage and the layers that comes with that. You know, it's so easy to be like, oh girl, you need to leave him alone. He's crunchy. Like, that's not the person that's going to be able to help you become the best version of yourself. So it's nice and it's refreshing that not only you, but also your husband was cool with coming on and sharing with the world some transparency of what Black love looks like on the other side of things.
Yeah. I was tired of showing up on social media with it looking perfect and couples goals. Like, we go through stuff too. And yes, we're high school sweethearts. We've been married for 15 years, together for 21 years. We've been managing this business, kids. It doesn't look pretty. And I want to show that. And we need to be open about that. That was my whole goal. I think him and I went in saying, okay, do we want to show what it looks like working together as a spouse, as a couple, as a married couple? What does that look like? It's not pretty. We don't always connect. We don't always we don't always like each other. So I wanted to show that for sure.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
And obviously, all of y'all had to kind of get candid about some part of your life during the shooting of the show. I mean, that's what reality television is all about. It's not just about what's cute, what's right now, but it's about getting down to the root of things. We've dug deep into the loss that some of you all have experienced. I think it's one thing to shoot and be candid in that moment. How has it been for you all watching your story play out on national television?
For me personally, I mean, it's my reality. So I think I showed up as the person that I am. This is me every day. Everybody texts me and they're like, girl, I'm so happy that you being yourself on the show. This is me. I'm going to be outgoing. I'm going to say what's on my mind. I'm going to help you through some things. This is just me. So when I saw myself, I'm like, yeah, that's me every day,
take it or leave it, right?
Take it or leave it. And that's me. I'm a straight shooter. So I showed up as who I am on the daily.
Right. I agree with Chloe, but I also think in the sense of we're watching it with y'all. We don't be knowing what all is going to be in there. Our little 10-second clips that we get for promo, we don't always know what the whole episode's going to be like. So there has been times where we've hit each other hey, girl, you okay? I know that was tough. Or, hey, girl, let's talk. Or, hey, what you think? So it's for us, and we're learning too, to be very honest. And like I said, we're 4 of 6. I didn't know Manera had met with her husband and her mom. I didn't know all that was going on. So I even hit her and text her wow, at first when you said a date night with my mom and my husband, I'm like, what does that look like? But then after seeing it unfold, I'm like, they probably really needed that. So I'm a fan of the show just like everybody else.
Yeah, me too.
By you watching yourself and telling your story, what did you learn about yourself? Maybe that even while you were shooting is not something that you were conscious of.
I need to keep my mouth closed and just shut up sometimes, but I can't.
Okay, so having a filter. Great TV. Okay. Having a filter.
I think for me, watching myself, I'm like, dang, I was really going through it. Yeah. I was really in a dark space. So I'm watching myself that looks, to me, it looks crazy. Because I know what I was dealing with. I know
look crazy to me.
Crazy as in
no, you don't look crazy.
Crazy. Stop saying that about yourself.
No.
Crazy. You heard what she said earlier when she said that your story is real, and that women need to see that.
No. Crazy as in I can't believe that I'm able to hold all of that together.
Yeah,
in the space that I was in.
Right.
That to me, that was okay. You are strong. You are good.
Yeah, and that's what I was trying to tell her at the table at Rain. You are that girl.
You're a baddie.
You've been that girl.
Yeah, I had to protect too.
Yeah, and she protected her man. I ain't mad at her, but
you know what? Let me tell you, man, baby. I appreciate what your man had to say though when you brought this up to him, and he was like, "So you're asking me to respond to a woman who's not my wife, and how she feels about?" But I thought that right there, because some men would not have responded in that way. Let's just be completely transparent. Some men are divas out here, and they did prize, and they, he could have responded any other way. But I think that shows also to the maturity of the person that you're dealing with. Yeah, and even y'all being able to talk about therapy, because some Black men, unfortunately, will not even. As soon as you even start to piece that word together, I don't want to hear. I don't want to talk about it. But it's nice, again, like I said,
I did suggest that to him first, though.
You did?
To do individual therapy.
Yeah. Okay, let's get it correct. Okay,
clarify.
I did.
Yes. To find, what's that again? What we were talking about the other day, Latoria?
Which one?
He who finds...
A wife finds a good thing.
Finds a good thing.
In the Lord.
I want to ask you, Ro, because you just said it right, and I was going to ask you this question anyway, about you would work every day, all day, if you had the chance. And I think a lot of us kind of at some point in time, especially if you're an entrepreneur, you feel that way. This is your baby, right? And especially if you're a single mom and you're doing things on your own, it's all that pressure that you feel. And it's like, well, if I stop, who gonna do it for me? And also to trying to set the bar and the standard, probably I would assume for your daughter that I don't need to wait on a man, I don't need to wait on this and that for me to achieve my goals. How do you find balance?
You know, honestly, my balance is my daughter. She's the one, when I come home and I look at her and I'm like, I'm just a mom right now. And I have to learn. And she checks me, believe me. She'll be like, are you going to put your phone down anytime soon? And I say, you know what? You're right. And a lot of times I'll just take my cell phones and my laptop and I put it in my room and we'll be in the living room. So my balance is pretty much her. And then just now, it used to just only be her, but now I'm learning how to balance for myself as well. So like the other day I went and, went to a spa by myself, didn't tell anybody, just did that for myself.
Huh? Take me next time.
Y'all can go to the escape room.
Oh, I should have gone. It is by my house. I ain't think about that.
Y'all go.
But just balancing for myself now, like, which is if I want to watch TV for a little bit or like, play on my cell phone and not feel guilty about it. Like,
taking time for you.
I think feeling guilty about taking time for yourself was my big thing. And I don't feel guilty anymore. Yeah.
If you could work with me now, hypothetical, if you could be doing anything else where you would be able to maybe have a little bit more balance, more time with your daughter, more time for you, what would you be doing?
I should have been like a sports agent or something like that. I feel like that should have been my other job in my life. But
she's an athlete.
No better time than the present.
Yeah, I feel like now I'm like, it might be too late for that now. But I was an athlete. I'm around athletes, my friends, my family. Like, it's just, I probably missed that. But but I love what I do. Even being in the gym, it takes up like 24 hours of my life. But like, it's second nature to me, so it doesn't bother me. I just had to learn balance, like y'all said.
Yeah.
So obviously, with you entering into reality television, you're not only having to like deal with your own issues in your personal life, you have now been exposed to the court of public opinion, which technically is the only court that don't matter from a legal standpoint. How, number one, do you feel as though your character, which is your personality, has been received?
I hate it.
And how are you dealing with that?
Sometimes people say stuff that's just like completely, like saying something about my daughter or like how I parent my daughter bothered me. That's the only thing that I've responded back to for real. Besides them saying she ain't nobody, she a bartender. I'm like, all right, well, cool. You think I'm just a bartender? That's your dumb ass. You know what I'm saying? Why would I just be on here if I was just a bartender? I'm saying there's nothing wrong with that because I did, but I mean, I stopped. That's the only thing I responded to. Everything else, I kind of been like laughing about it. I think it's funny, honestly.
But no, the people that talk shit for real on social media, those are the ones you click on their page and they actually follow you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you know what I do? I just heart their comment. They be like, oh, I don't like Chloe. I don't like, how she, whatever, but you following me. So that's kind of weirdo energy.
Yeah.
So I don't really focus on the comments anymore. I just be like, whatever. Now, somebody did speak on my deceased husband, and they were like, and I had to snap back.
I was about to say, what has been the most asinine thing that you have?
Girl,
said,
they were like, well, when y'all see who see her late husband, first of all, he's dead. He's not here to defend himself. They were saying about my comment about fine with Josh or whatever. Like this conversation will be over. And this is someone that was an event planner, follows all 3 of my social media handles, and I'm like, girl,
so this is somebody you know in real life.
Know me in real life. And then she started attacking me. So it's like people are really low-key envious of the position that we're in, and I had to realize like you would love to be where I am, sitting behind this mic talking to DJ Michele. You would love that opportunity, but you don't have it. So I had to realize like y'all not beneath me, but like I've unlocked a new level in life.
Yeah.
So it comes with the territory.
And elevation brings separation. Everybody not going to be able to come with us. At the end of the day, I think we all knew we signed up for the world to look at us. Everybody not going to like us. I mean, people have started a whole campaign saying that my house is an Airbnb.
Because she has a
combo.
combo.
You live in your house. This when I was outside the house that ain't mine. That I bought this mine.
Not a campaign.
No, it's YouTube. It's YouTubers that review our show every week. And what I had to process in my head is what I tell clients. Like, oh, well, the people, if it's a negative blog, the people that's following them are also negative. Why would it be positive people on that blog?
Right.
So they're going to say those things like, yeah, girl, I could tell. Look at the keypad. Well, she could go in there. I'm like, baby, I've been there 3 years. I pay all the bills. And I got 2 of the houses in my name. we good though. You can have your opinion. Like, and sometimes, you know, I think the first week of us getting acclimated to this, we probably was reading more than we should, right? And then we got folks that love us too. So some of my homegirls was like, sorry, girl, I just had to go off on somebody and look at this, and here's a screenshot. I can't believe they said this. And I'm like,
my sister said, I don't work for OWN, I don't work for Jesse Collins, I don't work for Oprah Winfrey. I can say whatever's on my mind.
I mean, I think there's a lot of people that wouldn't be able to be in our shoes. Like they wouldn't be able to accept the criticism, live their life vulnerably in front of so many people. So I think we brave in itself. I mean, and not everybody can do this.
And if they did live our life, their story might be worse than ours. Like I just look at like you're tearing down us and we're living our truth. But if you live your truth on TV, what they say about you?
We're definitely. I think we're moving with grace.
I think so
everything,
too.
Especially with all that we've all experienced.
But honestly, it's funny. I don't know. I've always been I've been a reality star girl my whole life. Like I always watched the blogs and like I've read. I'm just that type of person, especially because I've been in blogs behind people I've dated and stuff before, you know, just me being in the nightlife industry. So I pay attention to that already. And nobody can say nothing. When somebody said that my chin was fake and I got my nose done, I was just like, at this point, I'm just not going to read them out.
Right.
Baby, you think I was going to get my chin like this?
So before the show was released, I was like, I'm going to follow Beyonce's. She has a no scroll rule for her artists. So I was like, I'm going to make sure, I still scrolled.
I still
you going off on somebody on the own page.
I did.
I saw it.
I did. I don't like when people make a lot of assumptions, but at the end of the day, I'm like, dang, they entitled to their own opinion.
And then it's a small clip. It's like 36 minutes. How long is an episode? 46 minutes, and we filmed days and weeks and months, and they clipped it. So they're gonna, you know, editing and production, they're gonna pick the parts that they want.
Right.
It's not gonna show everything.
But
you can't show everything.
What I want people to understand is we are women just like y'all. We are going through so much just like y'all and trying to navigate life the best way we can and be easy on us.
Yeah. But you know what? We have a very strong male fan base.
We do. The barbershops are
popping. What do we mean? Of course.
I was like, I thought
no, but they feel weak. Like my guy friends, they be like, man, I can feel like
they like the conversation.
You put everything before yourself. I do that too with my family, and I'm like, dang, I guess that does kind of resonate for
because we do have a lot of masculine
women.
energy as a boss. You
have to. And plus, let's just keep it real here. Most people are doing stuff for clickbait.
Yeah.
Even if you weren't on a reality television show, people project their bull sugar honey iced tea on you. Some people are just trying to get their ratings up. Like, it, you know, all of that comes
it's entertainment
with the territory. And of course, even them putting the juicy, spicy moments in there, as you just said, you film for days, you film for weeks. Yeah. And it's a lot of stuff that didn't make the cut.
If we're all okay with each other. Because even like the clip where we were at the pool and I asked her about her wedding.
We have been talking about weddings all day.
All day long.
It's not messy at all.
Like, it's not messy. And people was like, we could look at her promo picture and tell she was going to be the messy one on the crew.
How you can tell that?
Girl, it was on YouTube. Yeah. Like, it was a whole campaign of hate messy Latouri. And I was like, that ain't
So do you feel like they kind of tried to spin your role as that? Because I mean, we're 4 episodes in now, and we
on the show.
Yeah, okay,
I think,
we don't have roles.
That was sweet.
As a publicist,
right? That was a very publicist.
But you know what I think the show? You know what the show does for us? It shows the side that people might think of us, just looking at us, and then they show like the heart of us too. Yeah. So I just want women to watch the show and be like, you know what? Roma did this. I didn't like this, but she has this situation that I actually get along with.
I think they chopped a lot of my sweetness out.
When I just went on OWN's page and they posted a clip of me for this week's episode, and they're like, you know what? I ain't like Chloe in the beginning, but you know she kind of pulling on my heartstrings now. We all have stuff that's going on, you know. So I feel like you're gonna see everything, the good, the bad, the ugly. You're going to judge us. You're going to feel some type of way. But in the end, we all are human.
Shaniqua.
Girl.
Latoria.
She is someone. No. She is someone.
And I'm not talking about Shaniqua. I'm like, who is Shaniqua?
Shaniqua. She goes by Anya, girl. She goes by a lot. But no, Shaniqua, her energy was really good when I first met Shaniqua. And I'm a girl's girl. I love to network. I love to meet people. If you can put me on to some game and teach me something, I want to link.
She's friendly. We're all friendly.
I'm really friendly. I'm probably the friendliest They kind of tough, but
Latoya
is actually friendly too.
I'm
but
friendly too.
Y'all was so mean to Shaniqua when she first came, but no, she was really. When she pulled up at the rodeo, they was looking like, what?
Not me. I was looking
I
like,
was like,
I don't know.
On that note, we were still getting to know each other then.
We
were.
were.
And then somebody else comes in, we're like, I gotta get to know somebody else.
One of y'all even said, here come Latoya with another friend.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like,
your boyfriend, I mean,
Yeah.
your friend that was a boy.
Oh,
Your friend that was a boyfriend earlier.
The news reporter.
I was excited to find out about that.
Your friend that came and spoke that, that was come talk to you while we was
who I haven't
filming.
heard from in months, and I just heard from him, and he said the show is bringing him so much fame. So kudos to him.
Fame.
Boy, bye.
But
What is David? Why would you even say that? That's weird.
but anyway, but no, she came on board. I talked to her after the rodeo scene off camera, and I was just like, hey, what do you do? What are you into? Because I thought she was kind of a vibe, but she was kind of attacking me a little bit,
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, that's probably just her demeanor. Every woman is different. So I invited her to ladies' night. She was a totally different person on the FaceTime call. I was like, I know you're intimidated. You said you were intimidated by the ladies, but we're going to have a good time. Let our hair down. Leave that at home. We ready to turn up. And she came with a whole receipt
turn up in a
book.
whole nother way.
And I was so disgusted because I don't like drama, and I don't like to look like the one that is bringing drama and stuff like that. I like to just chill and have fun, especially live music. I want to vibe.
We were
We've
vibing.
been working all day, and you come in with your fur on or whatever she had, or draped, or your shawl.
In
And
Houston.
You know what part that didn't show that really initiated her energy? When she came in, you said her real name, and she was like, that ain't my name, or something like that. And we was like,
I said, well, that's Anya.
What's up walking in like the Grim Reaper? Calm down.
Yeah, we didn't even get a chance to just get to know her because she walked in with
She
this
had it like
energy.
that. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like, you called her aunt. What'd you say?
Anya, because I'm not good with names.
That's
And
her alter
because I
ego.
love
She told us
on
that,
everybody. I was trying to figure out. I kept calling her Shanice or something like that. So I was like, I'll just say
You
Anya.
called her everything but Shaniqua.
But I couldn't remember. I genuinely couldn't. Because the
Sorry,
emails
it's
had
funny.
been from 27 years ago. So I was in kindergarten. Like, we was in coloring books. Like, so I'm like, I can remember Anya. And let's keep it real. Like, we were filming at Mocha, which is one of my clients.
Yeah.
What y'all didn't see is like, we was so vibing. We had multiple lemon drops. It felt good just catching up. We laughing. The jazz music is going. We vibing.
And she came in.
It took a turn, like in the worst way possible. And granted, I distinctly remember us all saying, well, hey, hey. It was like a cute, like, hey.
It was her birthday or something.
It was her birthday.
Like,
I said, how was your birthday?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, bam, bam, boom.
But
She
without
must have
giving
had
too
some
much
Hennessy
away,
before she got there.
I'm not gonna lie, I was
With the
scared. I saw someone I knew at the bar, and I looked over her. I was like, "Girl, you might have to come help me fight
Run up,
this."
get down.
Like, yeah, because I'm not aggressive. I'm not a
Yeah.
fighter. Girl, that was a stressful scene for everybody sitting in this room, and that
It
was
ended
real.
very interesting.
Would you say
like,
that was maybe like the most aggressive moment that y'all had while shooting the show?
I don't get down like that. I
Yeah.
don't like that kind of stuff. I don't like public embarrassment. Because you never know when a client's in the room. My thing is I work with high-end celebrity clients, and not even celebrities, people that are everyday working people that are very successful in their careers. And I don't want to be fighting in no bar. Like, that's tasteless. Right?
Like, we all have a spirit of discernment, so we
Yeah.
could feel her
can
energy.
feel the
And I
energy.
wouldn't have ever been around someone
No,
with that type
like
of
that.
energy.
anybody that
Pulling out
puts
receipts.
all those papers in
Yeah.
their purse.
Latoya.
Do you know how many people could do that for
It was
me?
a
For all of
U-Haul.
us.
She had paper.
No,
And
she
that
had a
black
college
ink,
thesis
girl.
statement.
She did.
She gonna
Her
take a tissue for sure.
dissertation
She's definitely a
was in
tissue.
her, and I mean, it was
was
like a
bad.
wham.
Latoya is. Can we all agree she is the queen of one-liners?
She is.
She is. That girl, she
Absolutely.
is a witty, man. She thinks fast on her feet, for real.
I've
That's
been
why
that
she's
way.
a publicist.
But you know what? Even with that, like, we're on TV, right? So of course you're gonna have like your little whatever, right? But when you take it to like, she took it to hell. You know what I'm saying?
did.
And
It
I
was
feel
too
like
much.
even in that moment, like it was a show on the show, and I was like, I could have reacted a different kind of way. But in my moment, I was thinking to myself, I'm letting it go. I'm not. At first, I was chilling. I didn't say anything.
Everybody
It made it
was
look like I was
chilling.
being catty at first, but I wasn't. I was letting it go. I was like, but who you think you bullying? And not to say that Latoya can't take up for herself, because she's a grown woman and she's very feisty. You know what I'm saying? She can take up for herself.
You know.
But it was more like, we're looking at everybody. I think it was more of a surprise. We was like, what is going on?
It's almost like you're not going to come into this group of friends.
Yeah, we was having fun.
You can show up in this
and girl, you ain't
way.
about to bully nobody at this table.
We're not going to protect her.
That's how it came to me. Like, you're not about to punk somebody over here.
No,
I feel like you coming on our show.
This girl heart was beating so fast. I was like, Lord, we all finna get locked up.
I calmed down though, because I was like, when she calmed down,
I know she was angry. Walked the hell out of there.
It was about to be hard and hustle straight to the street.
It was the third ward, hard and hustle. For real. But it was, let me say this, the level of disrespect, don't try it. Mm-hmm. Like, we all are women of a certain caliber, but you don't know what people have gone through. Yeah, I may not go from 0 to 1,000 right now, but don't ever get it twisted. There's some that's met this 1,000.
We're in this position for a reason.
Exactly.
We ain't let people just step all over us.
And then you said what people have gone through, what they're going through.
Exactly.
Everybody's going through something present day. So you can't have that type of energy walking into a space because I might spaz out on you.
And she was like, I figured you was going to have this energy. Baby, what energy did I have?
You really was cool. He was chill. So calm. I wish they would show like the whole entire like scene of that. Because because everybody was, of course, I was already kind of like side-eyed because I'm just like that because I already didn't understand the rodeo. And then now you're here. That's why I felt like she tried to be friends with her and then she tried to be friends with her. So it's like you're trying to figure out how you can get
find your way in.
So I'm trying to figure out why you want to do that. So then I see why you want to do that because you want to pull out a thesis statement, a papers, a receipts, or whatever you have.
That proved absolutely.
It just proved what I was thinking to myself in my head. Like, this is why you want to be around. And then the B word gets stuck down. That's why you want to be around to do that. So I just think we were all sitting there confused at first. Like, what is going on? Like, why is this happening?
I was the most confused because this girl was a totally different person on FaceTime. She's like, oh, yes, girl, I would love to meet the ladies and reconnect and get to know them. And I'm like, okay, she vibing.
Do you feel like your definition of sisterhood has changed after Heart and Hustle?
No, I think it's actually grown. I think that we are building more of a connection. We see how much we all have in common. We're out here getting it. And so, I mean, I love these ladies and I admire each and every one of them.
Same.
I feel like, I think mine has changed because although I love meeting new people, I'm very introverted. Right. Believe it or not, I am. I'm socially like awkward. Like I don't really talk to people when I go out because I'm just awkward. I'm introverted. I'm a crab. But when I come out of my shell, I'm Chloe that you see on the show. And the only reason why I'm Chloe that you see on the show is because these ladies made me feel comfortable. And I feel like it takes a lot to get me to that space. Like comfortable and just open and talking. And I feel like I've learned something from every single woman on this show. They have inspired me to do something that I've been saying I wanted to do, or a thing that I've been putting on the table and just back burner, and life caught up with me. But I'm inspired by every last one of these women, all 6 of us.
Especially you on camera. I just like the way that you and Nico's relationship, number one, how you fixed it and how you took accountability for something that you found out while you were filming. Because sometimes it takes, like, again, I said before about parents don't really apologize to their kids, they don't. And so for you to find out that on the show that this is what you did
that
wrong,
was my hardest
and
thing.
then you said, hey, I'm sorry for this. Like, it's a lot. And that's admirable. I really do believe that.
Thank you, Ro.
Yeah. So I like the fact, again, that they are bringing all of these successful Black women together for us to be exposed to things from a different side, because a lot of reality television, again, it's all about the drama. It's all about, okay, let me leave you on this cliffhanger, which, yes, we got a cliffhanger, going into the next episode. But at the same time, you all diving deep down into stuff that people are dealing with on a regular basis, going to therapy. That's something that's still something that a lot of us are trying to navigate, especially in an African-American household.
It's so necessary.
We don't need to talk to nobody. We going to talk to God.
Talk to God. Right. So even now, with the millennial generation, that's kind of the first generation really that now has started to really engulf themselves in trying to heal from trauma and trying to convince their parents to do the same. But, for a lot of us, your parent is just going to be who your parent is.
It's so funny. We go to the doctor. We go to the dentist. We got to check in with our mental.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
for sure.
It all starts at the top here at the Dome. So what do you want what do you want the main takeaway to be for Heart and Hustle for people watching?
I think for me, I think each and every one of us, you can find yourself in each and every one of us. see how we balance being a mom, being a wife, being an entrepreneur, and also know that you don't have to have it all together. You don't have to have it all figured out. Just navigate it the best way you can. And that's all you can do.
So true.
Yeah. I think for me, it's more like I want women or even men to watch the show and be like, dang, I actually can go through stuff and end up being successful. Because I've known people that want to commit suicide before. I've known people that have been in great depressions because of where they're at in their life right now. And I'm pretty sure everybody here has had one of those feelings at one point in their life, right? So it's like, I want people to be able to see us and be like, dang, she went through that, or this is what happened with, she lost this person, or, she's going through this, and dang, she's doing great right now. Yeah. Like, she actually was resilient and kept going and praying and moving forward with her life, and now they're in a better space. I just really want people to see that, like, you're not going to be stuck where you at. Like, it gets better down the line. You just got to keep going and don't give up. So that's what I want from the show.
Yeah. My thing is, I want people to know that life will throw you curveballs at all times. Like, I feel like every time I try to pick up the pieces and start fresh, I'd be like, oh, this is going to be my year. Life will throw me a curveball. My husband died. And then in 2022, I was like, you know what? This is going to be my year. My sister had stage 4 breast cancer. And I was like, damn, my sister finna leave me. So it's like every time you try to pick up the pieces, something is going to come your way. Yeah. But being prepared for it, overcoming it, and just continuously moving forward, I think is what I want people to know. Like, and find your happy. Like, what makes you happy through all this? Because life will take the last, drain you. And I've been in that place, but I always find my happy, whether it's my children, whether it's a man that's 17 years younger, whatever it is.
He's fine, though. He's fine.
Ain't he fine?
He fine.
Clock that,
we
baby.
learn not to talk about people's men.
Yeah, I'm filtered.
Let me be quiet. I'm sorry.
But seriously though, no, for real. I feel like people should just find their happy. Like, and I want women, because women and men, like, we all going through stuff. I'm still going through it. It's not over. I'm probably be going through something tomorrow, next year. But you have to find your happiness through it.
I honestly feel like I want people to know, don't hide behind your story. Like, these ladies sitting here, like, we literally were transparent. We were transparent in what we were going through, what we were growing through, even to the point where, as the show progresses, some of us even checked each other like, no, tell the truth. Like, really say what you're going through. Yeah. Like, tell us. Like, we want to be there for you. And I think for me, even though I've had, most of my friendships have been 20 plus years. Like, I really do have a village. And I've always kind of looked at a little skeptical as new friend groups and stuff. Because it's like, well, what you want out of this? Like, what are we trying to do? But this for me is different. This has taught me to even be more expressive. Even on the show, like, I wrote one of the young ladies a letter because she was offended by me calling her QT, which stemmed into a kind of us going back and forth. And for some, maybe it's comical that I wrote a letter, but the true me is that I used to didn't be expressive. Like, if I felt like I made you feel some type of way, my thought process used to be, well, let me remove myself from your life, or because I don't want to hurt you. Now, through therapy and through things, like, I'm like, well, if I can't verbally say it, let me write it down and let me read it to you. So, I know that there was some people like, oh, you just wanted attention and this. Girl, go get you a journal, okay? Like, get you a diary. It helps. But it helps. Like, be expressive.
Baby, that letter was long.
It was long. It was about 3-4 paragraphs.
It was long, baby. They couldn't.
You know what? Sometimes, though, and I've learned that, though, sometimes it is better to write a letter or write down your thoughts. Yeah. Because when you're thinking and you're actually trying to speak in the moment, you don't get to really address everything.
Yeah. And it comes across, it might come across as like you're angry or like when you have time to reflect. I think that's important.
It really is, because for me, it's like I don't want to hold anger towards anybody. Like, I'm a lover girl in real life, and so.
And y'all line sisters?
No, baby, we're sorority sisters.
Same thing.
Shout out to all the women of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated.
Shout out to Me Fi Me.
Yes, Me Fi Me. Be yourself and be open to new beginnings. We're all in the stage of new beginnings. It doesn't mean that we're not still growing. We're not still hurt from old things. But we're literally in a phase of new beginnings. And give people grace. Like, that's the ultimate thing.
Yeah.
It ain't always what it seemed like.
Are we getting a season 2?
If y'all watch the show,
y'all
got to tune in.
How many episodes left now?
3 more.
Okay.
Within the next couple of weeks, we hope to hear good news.
Right.
So,
8 p.m. Central on Oprah's own. Did y'all meet Oprah?
Girl, not yet. We met everybody like right there with her.
She definitely sent her people to her.
Yeah.
She's the president of the show as well.
Tina Perry,
And they
like
said
she
she's
came.
put her stamp on it. So.
she's put her stamp.
Might I add that our production
She
team
texted
said no president of the network has flown out to meet the cast on OWN or any other network, but they came to meet us. So
Indeed.
Okay.
And
season
within
2, 3,
years,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is
Okay.
long, girl.
You know, I had me a little quarter of a cameo in that episode.
You
One
did,
with my
right.
over here.
Right.
I had my fresh rib
Yeah.
color and twisted.
So you know how it goes.
My little quarter of a half of a cameo.
Next season we got you.
Yes.
You got me. Okay. All right. Well, Chloe, Ro, Elena, Latoria, thank you so much for making the time. Congratulations again on the show. Keep standing 10 toes down and showing up as your authentic self in every setting. And I'm hoping for the best. So good luck on a season 2 and everything that comes after that. Entrepreneurship, family, all the things, and love. It's coming,
and
Latoria.
marriage, love and marriage.
I'm okay
Girl,
with
Latoria's gonna be
babies.
pregnant by season 3. I already know.
She'll be pregnant by next season.
I really said season 2. She gonna have, and it might be somebody that she's least expecting,
Yeah. You never
like
know.
a white man
So not
or
Nigerian.
Indian. No, we don't.
I'm good with being single right now. I'm focused on me.
It's gonna be
we about to go on a
watched.
dating show.
We're
We're gonna be on Ready to Love next time. It's gonna work out. I might be on Ready to Love or Love After Lockdown. Whichever one.